Page 16, rainbow fish. We look at this thing and you can see it's just going all over everywhere. Let's take a look. 6/4 time. 6 counts in a measure, we're counting quarter notes. So there's the same as 6 quarter notes in every measure. Well, if you look at the first line, that's fine. Every measure's got 6 quarter notes. If you look at the second line, we have a dotted whole note. Don't see that very often, but it's legal. And the dot, the rule's the same. The dot gets half the value of the note. In this case, a whole note would get 4 counts. It's the same as 4 quarter notes. So the dot would get 2. You put them together, that's 6 counts. That's fine. But if you'll notice in the bottom staff of there, it's a whole rest. Remember the rule for whole rests? They can be a whole measure or the equivalent of a whole note. So you don't need a dotted rest here. The whole rest is however many measures long it is. So that's still legal. It can be 6 counts. That's fine. Go down to the third line, third measure in the left hand, you see dotted half notes. So they're the same as 3 quarter notes. And you 2 of them, that's 6. We're still good. We got 6 beats in every measure. Just keep the beat constant. Whatever beat you're going, that's it. And I'm going to take both hands together here, because at the beginning, the stems going down are going to be for the left hand, the stems going up are going to be for the right hand. I mean, they tell you that, but even if they didn't, you would follow that rule for the most part. So we're starting 4, and then we have these F sharp, and cross over, the 8 VA is there, so you go up an octave. And the left hand crosses over to get the C and E in. And that sounds lovely. You just gotta love it. Then we come back down here. Just make sure these quarter notes are all even. Don't hesitate on anything. Get your hand where it goes. And then come back down. Hold that down for a long time, seems like forever, and then we go on. The last line on that page 16, you're basically playing the same notes in each hand. And cross the left hand over, and then the right hand gets the top notes. It's a C and an E, and then come down. You just lift up and move. That's fine. Left hand go over, and the right hand, it's got an 8 VA on this one, so you go up another octave. You see, if you look at the first line, the first measure, there's no 8 VA there, so you play that there. But the second line has that 8 VA, so you got to go up here. And then we do this again like it was at the beginning, blah, blah, blah. And that's the piece as far as the notes go. It's all pretty much connected. It's all pretty much legato. I'll come back to that in a little bit. Dynamic-wise, it starts out soft, and poco crescendo. You see between the stabs there in the first measure? That means little by little, get louder. Take your time. You're going to go from a soft, whatever that is, you decide, up to the third measure over. You're up here. That's medium loud. So you have to decide here, soft, that's medium. You're going to take all those notes to get there. In my opinion, just stay soft the first measure. Then get medium soft on the next measure. Now medium loud. Don't get medium loud till the third measure, so plan it out. And when it spans along like this, I just take it a measure at a time. And then at the top, you're medium loud here, then you're going to get soft, go back down to, or gradually back down to soft. So that's soft at the top, and now you're soft again. Now poco again. Now medium loud. Now it gets softer. Yeah. And soft, soft, very soft. Whatever you think very soft is. And then the last line is medium soft, sort of soft, kind of soft, Stay there at medium soft until the second line on page 17 starts soft. It's like it was at the beginning. And then you soft, gradually getting louder, and then it does it again. That's the dynamics. Now, to make it all work, to give the dreamily feeling they're after, the nuance they're after, the atmosphere, we're going to use pedal, and you're going to hold it down for the whole piece. You're going to smear everything together. It's the atmosphere of the piece. So you put the pedal down right after you play this first note, and you'll hold it down all the way through until the end. When you lift up at the end, you lift the pedal up with the hand. Now, I'm not actually going to show the pedal because we're not doing anything with it other than we push it down and leave it down. It just adds to it because you just keep it down. You have to smear everything. Everything throughout the whole piece. Now, this is a great piece for exercising, moving the hands around, getting practice at that, because you're moving all over the place. If you can, you get your hand where it needs to go before you need it there. In some cases, you can't do that. In this piece, you can't do that all the time. It's like in the page 16, second line, the first measure, you're up here, left hand. But then you got to come all the way down to here for the next beat. There's no rest or nothing. Here. So you hang on as long as you can, but leave this note as however long, leave it soon enough to get down here in time to play that. The pedal's going to help hold it out, but it's a good idea as far as practicing goes for try and do it with the hands. Make this distance as best you can, and this is all over the place. When you have to move your hands around, be there, but you may have to practice the hand move because you got to be accurate and you're moving. I don't know, I'm doing stuff. I don't know. It's just not always convenient. It's like when we're crossing over at the beginning. I'm moving the hand while I'm playing one hand. You plan ahead. You get the hands in position and ready to go if you can. Practice the hand moves if you need to. As far as the speed goes, they give you metronome markings. It's up to you on how fast you go, on how fast you want your fish to go or some such thing. But they're saying a dotted half note equals those things. So it's like take it in 3. Something like that. It's a range. It's what do you feel it should be. We're going to go slow. I want to do a play with me and check these notes. I am not going to use the pedal in the play with me because I want you to hear the notes, and you can hear the notes better without pedal. This is why when you learn a piece of music, always learn it without pedal first and add pedal last. And then you might make adjustments to dynamics or something because of the pedal, but still do the pedal last because you can hear the notes so much better without the pedal getting in the way. So I'm going to give us 6 counts because it's in 6/4 time, and we'll play it together slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, ready, go. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, off.